Hey, yo, what's going on with it once again? Bros, women, bronies, and pegasisters, the one deal, and of course, Mr. In time is only for 2011, aka Criticism Guy 2009, and of course, you guys are invested intro to this channel. Before we begin, definitely check out freenow.com, and of course, I'm Susan9. If any people are fresh channel banners on there, a picture made for you, I'll put their link to their YouTube channel, and of course, their official website, best account, best channel I ever had, or best partnership I ever had. And check them on Google too if you want, just search them for yourself. So, without further ado, let's begin and get this in. So, I actually heard about this news last week. I actually didn't hear about it last week. I saw the title of the thumbnail, but I didn't get a chance to check it out till yesterday. I had to watch it maybe 4 or 5 other times before I decided to get into this video. Once again, I got to give it credit where credit is due. Once again, this guy, he is definitely on top of his game. Literally, no pun intended, but he's on top of his news when it comes to like Nintendo and Pokemon related stuff. And I'm talking about Jay Witz or people like Etika or like big giant people like Game Explain, Dookie and Shades, GCPN, a lot of those big giant PokeTubers and Nintendo YouTubers or whatever. But actually, to talk about this dude, and I talked about him a couple times already, Movo19, aka Andrew. He actually talked about this information, and it kind of struck me a little bit because I don't even know how the heck I got in this thing earlier, but I was really busy, as most of you people know. I sound like a broken record by now if any people are my main subscribers, but I've been in the process of moving to a new place, so that's why the videos has been a little bit more scarce than normal. I haven't been putting 2, 3, or 4 videos like I normally used to do before, like last month and possibly the month before when I used to put out way more content. I'm putting a lot less content because of this process of moving to a new spot, so yeah, that's taken up a crap ton of my time. There's that, and then I actually went to this other thing yesterday. I'm not even gonna tell you what it was, but let's just say it was really fun and had a lot to do with like Islamic and Jewish culture. I had no idea that even existed, which was really awesome. You know, like it felt good to get to know another race, ethnicities, like ways of life. You know, it was really amazing. You know, I learned a lot yesterday. That stuff I never even had second thoughts on. You know. But yeah, here we go. So this is actually real official news too. This is no April Fool's prank like that piece of freaking crap that little brat Tamal did, aka Tyranitar 2. He ended up putting out for April Fools or whatever last month. This is actually legit stuff. And hopefully this isn't no fake thing. I'm hoping it's real, but I actually had to translate this from French to like English because this came from like a French site somewhere in Europe, in France. So it says new gaming site, and most of it doesn't really correlate or relate too much to Pokemon. It's mostly about Monster Hunter 4. I don't know why, but I'll read it to you anyways. And if you don't believe, I'll put the article in the description box below, or it's already in the annotation that just passed by. So, yeah, here we go. So it says, new game in sight. In its June issue, the magazine, I'm probably going to butcher the crap out of his name. I think it's Famitsu? Or, yeah. Famitsu, I'm just going to call it that. Famitsu DS plus Wii has placed a small tease promising us incredible information about Pokemon. And it says, into the next issue, or Core maybe, who knows. And then it goes on further along to say that, in the new Mizu pen, hopefully I said that right, Mizu pen, note that's his name, and I'm from the future, I will give you an incredible Pokemon information in the next issue. Yokai Monster Hunter watch and prove it. Note, it is from the future. Mizupen, we cited examples of Monster Hunter and Yoki watch in this text to prove that he has the information. You should know that in the edition of last month, the Mizupen tease has a big announcement. Listen to that for these 2 licenses. It has not failed since Monster Hunter Stories and Yokai Watch 3 were announced a few weeks ago in Japan, confirming that his statements were real. So we know that what we're dealing with. Given the latest tease Mizupen, we can expect the announcement of a new main game of the Pokemon licensing. Listen to this very well, ladies and gentlemen. This is the kicker right here. New Pokemon licensing and publications of the example announcement of a new game. Again, like I just said. And for the Fatsumitsu DS plus on the Wii for May 21st. Pending more information is available, so stay tuned for PokeBeep. And of course, this is the sources from these guys, P-Boop, and everyone else. Overall thoughts, views, and opinions. I feel like, in my own personal opinion, like I saw in Mobile 19's video, I feel like if this was an actual main series of the game, and with all due respect for all the Pokemon fans out there, which I still am a Pokemon fan myself, obviously, because if I wasn't, I wouldn't be giving you this information. Now, would I? So, I feel like it's way too damn early for a mainstream game. Like, literally, there's only been like, what, 7-8 months since Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire came out? That's damn too early, dude. I mean, if they were to come out with a main series game, and this is kind of like the route that I feared that Game Freak and Nintendo was going to go through with, but they're going to end up like, seriously, they're going to end up like a lot of these MMORPGs, a lot of these racing games, a lot of these sports games, and a crap ton, a lot of these first-person shooter games, like how the whole Halo franchise, the whole Call of Duty, the Battlefield franchise, the Gears of War franchise, the list goes on and on, like Dead Space, Fallout, all these FPS games, like, especially with that genre of gaming, my God, it gets tiring as hell, because every single year there's always a brand new game that comes out, brand new, specifically for that title. And this is the type of route that I'm fearing that Nintendo and Game Freak are going with when they make Pokemon games. Like, see, if it's like a side little mini mission, or it's like the main demographic is like targeted towards the children franchise, the children fan base of the Pokemon series, like, that's fine. I don't care about like the whole Pokemon Art Academy, Pokemon Rumble, Pokemon Shuffle, like how most of that's mostly targeted towards the demographic of children, more than it is for teenagers or adults like myself. This pisses me off, man. It really is. I really hope they're not doing it, but at the same time, I have no control and power over that because, I'm not a billionaire CEO that runs an organization like Game Freak or Nintendo. But if I was, I wouldn't do it like that. I say they should have a good amount of time. Let's say 4, maybe to 8 years, like how they did in the past. It's usually whenever they made a completely new main series of a Pokemon game. It's usually either 4 to 8 years. It's usually the expansion of like how long it takes them to make a brand new generation. But if they're gonna keep doing it once a year like this, I mean, the biggest example, like after Black and White 2 came out, obviously, I think a year or two later is when 2013. Actually, I think a year later, after 2012, when Black and White 2 came out, Pokemon X came out, and Y. Pokemon X and Y at the end of like 2013 came out, and that was way too early. At first, I was like, "Oh, cool, we get something early, awesome," It was a big shock to me. It might have been a big shock to everyone else that was a Pokemon fan that was following up on this information. But fast forward to later on when Omega Ruby came out and Alpha Sapphire came out, that was a little bit different. I actually was, oh my God, I was jumping out of my seat for joy when I saw these remakes come out, because I waited literally at that time like 12, 13 something years for them to make the final remakes for like what Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald were basically what's the word I'm looking for? Basically built on. But that's pretty much all I have to say, ladies and gentlemen. And one last other thing before I go. This is the thing, like, Game Freak does decide to do this. It is what it is. It's fine. I don't care. But just don't rush the crap out of it. Please don't. Because if it ends up being way too fast, like, especially like there's this other thing I've been wanting to talk about for a while. Shout out to this one dude actually gave me an idea for it. It was just yesterday, or I think just the other day. JYT Gamer, he actually did a very good video on how Pokemon should not put all 6 generations of the game into one big giant game, because that would be way too damn effing much. That shit would be freaking crazy. I'm sorry for cussing, using profanity, but I gotta tell how it is. I can't sugarcoat this one. I can't save it on this one, guys. I literally, for the life of me, I can't. And yeah, one last other thing, real last other thing I want to say before I close this thing is that, I mean, if they made it in a DLC, that'd be a little bit different. If they decided to make the 6th generation or 7th generation game on it, I could see if they made like a remake for it. That wouldn't be too soon if it was next year or in another year or two from now. Because obviously the one that's going to be the next runner-up that ends up being a remake to a Pokemon game is obviously going to be the 4th generation, which is the Sinnoh generation, aka Generation 4, Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, Palkia, Dialga, Giratina. Which I'm actually looking a little, I would be a little hyped for that. I'm not going to lie, I really would. Plus that gives like a bigger opportunity to have all those Pokemon for Gen 4 have more Mega Evolutions, excluding Pokemon like Lucario and Lopunny, because they already have Mega Evolutions and they're in that generation, so I doubt if that's even the case. But yeah, that's all I had to say, people. So let me stop myself there before I keep rambling. as far as this whole thing goes, if we do get it, that's cool. But if not, if this ends up being another main series of the game, which is cool, hey, it's all good. But like I said before, and I'll say it again, if this ends up being a real main series and it ends up being like a side game or whatever, you know, I'm totally fine with that. But just don't rush your game free. Don't. Because it ends up being very sloppy and extremely crappy. And somebody sound like they got into a car accident out there. I hope they didn't. But that's all I have to say, people. So like I do say, ladies and gentlemen, links to the articles and the sources down in the description box below if you want to read more. Peace out once again, bros, women, bronies, and pegasisters. I will see you when I see you. You guys have a good day, have a good night, wherever you're out around the world. Don't drink, smoke, at the same time. Don't take the reckless. Keep it calm, keep it cool, keep it chill, keep it light out there. And until then, next time, guys, peace out, ladies and goodbye. Stay tuned, more videos coming soon. Brand new videos on share almost every single day. With that said, I'll talk to you guys soon. You guys take it easy, stay safe out there. Be easy, be you, do yourself, stay on the grind, stay safe, all that good stuff. See you guys around. I'm out like sauerkraut, and I'll talk to you guys next time. More future content of a channel, all right? Take it easy and look out for more future videos.